With the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake coming out soon, it makes me realize, or think, I don't think I'm ever going to get a remake of the Dragon Quest game that I want. I can maybe get a re-release of what they already did on the DS, but Dragon Quest 4, I highly doubt they'll do a remake of.
Why?
Because it's outside of the trilogy of the first three, because that's the Erdrick trilogy. And then in Dragon Quest IV is when they started doing a more loosely adapted trilogy of the Zenithian trilogy. But it's still one of the most unique RPGs I've ever played, and I really, really like it. Is there any remake that you would really want to see that you don't think's ever going to happen? Like out of things that have been getting remade, you know?
I was going to say Fable, but they're making a new one.
They are making a new one. Yeah, they're rebooting that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I always wanted Oblivion. That happened.
Yeah, you got it.
I mean, but I'm kind of lukewarm about it at this
Wait
point.
till they're going to remake Skyrim before.
That'd be cool.
Before they do Elder Scrolls 6.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
Because Skyrim's cool. It just is kind of also the same thing. It's just kind of clunky now. You know? But, yeah, I mean, no, not really. Not that I can think of. I'm not really a go back kind of guy, though.
I think it'd be cool for them to do like a Fallout 1 and 2 remake. Like put it into like the actual like format of what like Fallout 3 became. Yeah.
I mean,
like do them together as
I think
one.
you get a big pushback from that.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Why not? Also, that's a huge undertaking.
Yeah, you're making a new game.
Yeah.
Much. Yeah. Well, I mean, with all these remakes, they really are. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually excited for the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remakes because they actually have new content added into it, which
that's cool.
I'm excited to actually experience. Because Dragon Quest 3, they added new content, and it was a cool amount, but the amount they're adding in these two is awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, how about we do this?
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is Tommy and Jacob's Mixtape. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is TJ's Mixtape. I'm Tommy. That's Jacob over there. We are a movie review podcast. We have two friends that talk about movies, so we record it and then we put it on the internet for you to listen to.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Quite
so.
At the end of each episode, we go ahead and pick two actors and then connect them via co-stars and so on and so forth. So you're more than welcome to play along in the comment section.
Yeah.
But last week was Joe Pesci to Kate Beckinsale. What you got?
I had to do a cop-out.
What?
I had to use movie 43. Because I was having a hard time.
Yeah, well, that's why we picked it. We figured it'd be hard.
But Joe Pesci is in Home Alone with Kieran Culkin.
Okay.
He's the bedwetter.
Here's the cousin.
Yep. Drinks all the Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
Kieran Culkin is in movie 43 with Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is in Van Helsing with Kate Beckinsale.
I got Joe Pesci is in The Good Shepherd with Matt Damon. Matt Damon is in Dogma with Ben Affleck. And then Ben Affleck is in Pearl Harbor with Kate Beckinsale.
There we go. See, that was the connection I was trying to get to somehow, somewhere. I haven't seen The Good Shepherd, so...
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember there's a lot of people in it.
One of those movies, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I feel like that's going to be a good...
And Matt Damon's The Good Shepherd.
And Matt Damon works with Ben Affleck all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have picked any movie. Not any, but I could have picked a couple of movies.
I mean, what? Dogma.
Good Will Hunting.
Jane Silent Bob Strike Back.
Is that it?
And Jane Silent Bob... Wait. That's the second one, isn't it? Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back. Is that the second one?
Anyways, so at the end of this episode, we're going to randomly generate people from connectthestars.xyz. That's how we get our people. And then, yeah, play along.
Yes.
But yeah, we are going to continue our spooky block. We are doing a Universal remake retelling idea. So last week, if you listened, we did a reimagining of Frankenstein.
I did a little bit of a dive into the Universal monsters, actually, as well, too.
Yeah.
The history of them.
With this one, we're doing a retelling of The Creature of the Black Lagoon with 2017's The Shape of Water.
Which I would actually say is truly a retelling of it because, in a sense, I would say this is what if they captured Gillman in Creature instead of killing him, and one of the main scientists brought him back to like a research facility, and the continuation of the Gilman story. Because your laptop.
Continue.
I thought you were going to keep your drinks over there from now on.
It's not even a drink.
No, I mean, yeah, it's just ice. But anyway, as I was reading that one of the reasons that Michael Shannon signed on was that if this movie was to be made in the 50s, Michael Shannon's character technically would have been the hero.
Yes.
But since it's not that, it's more complicated. Your wires underneath your laptop.
I'm getting there. Just keep it.
I'm just trying to help guide you get it there.
Ignore the man behind the curtain. Pay no heed.
That really distracted me on everything. Oh yeah, okay. Universal Monsters. So they started with technically doing like the classics of like retellings or adaptations of like classic novels, like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Invisible Man, Dracula, and so forth. Oh, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I think, was the first one that they did, or maybe it was The Invisible Man was the first one. And then Phantom of the Opera, Hunchback of Notre Dame as well. But the most popular ones were like Invisible Man, The Mummy, Wolfman. And Wolfman and Creature from the Black Lagoon are original IPs from the Universal Monster Studios. Like those stories and these stories in general. While everything else was based off of an old classic novel. And then there was some weird, like I said, like I remember the 90s, like wanting to get all the like Frito-Lay stickers because there was this weird push from Universal. They made a deal with like branding stuff to put them back into popular culture. And as they were like reselling all the VHSs and stuff. What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at the list
of all the
just the list of the Universal.
But yeah, Shape of Water. What did you think of it?
I don't know.
Do you want to say? Did you already just go do the synopsis?
Synopsis for The Shape of Water. A mute custodian makes an unsuspected connection with an aquatic humanoid.
I like that. I like that synopsis.
I liked it. It was interesting. I liked it better in reminiscing about it than I did rewatching it.
I kind of agree.
Like when I think about this movie, I think about it very differently than it. Also, like, kind of went by really quick.
Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. It was just kind of like over. Like
the movie?
Yeah, like
because it was a fairy tale ending.
No, I don't mean that. I mean just the pacing of it. Like suddenly we're at the docks and it's all coming to a head, and it just, I don't know. I just felt like we kind of teleported there. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I kind of also set that into the fairy tale thing, you know. But
it didn't feel like there was much development.
No, and that's again the fairy tale thing.
Yeah. Okay, but you asked what I thought of it, and it's just like it didn't really feel like much development. And I don't know.
Well, what's interesting is I remembered it in a different way.
I did too. I don't remember what I remembered though.
Same, but I found a different kind of appreciation for it this time around.
I'm also really embarrassed that I always thought that Del Toro was Spanish.
He's not.
He's Mexican.
Yeah.
I think that I thought he was Spanish because two of his biggest movies are set during the Spanish Civil War. So I don't know if my brain just made a connection.
I mean, that's kind of fair.
Right? I felt really stupid about that because he's one of my favorite directors.
Yeah.
I just felt really ignorant.
Out of curiosity,
but
I just looked it up. How tall do you think he is?
Del Toro is 5'4".
No.
He's shorter?
Much higher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he feels really small.
No.
He feels small and like portly.
Nope.
What is he, like 6 foot?
No, he's not that tall.
5'11".
Yeah, 5'10".
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just feels real.
Because you always make him as like, he's a little weird little guy. And I'm like, and then I thought
he has weird little guy energy. And I mean that with the utmost respect. Because he is one of my favorite directors.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you ever watched his Cabinet of Curiosities.
Yeah.
And he's just got weird energy. Like, hello. I am Guillermo del Toro. Welcome to my cat. And just the way he moves himself, he's just very odd, and I love him.
He's an odd guy. Yeah,
he's my probably in my top 5 favorite directors.
He has a cameo in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's one of the funniest cameos.
I mean, I don't know if he's supposed to be, but he's fucking hilarious in Death Stranding.
He's probably doing it on purpose.
He's really funny, and I don't think he's supposed to be. I don't think he's supposed to be a funny character, but I find him, and I just think he's a funny little guy.
By funny, do you mean quirky?
Yeah, he's quirky.
And he probably okay.
He's very quirky.
But okay, so Shape of Water. This came out in 2017. Originally released August 31st in the Venice International Film Festival, and then it went through many film festivals again, through and through, like a lot. I don't even count. It was just too many. Until it finally had like a theatrical release in December 22nd.
Weird.
What?
Well, I would have December 1st.
I think that might have been its limited release.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just think this is a weird December movie.
It is a weird December movie. It would be a perfect Valentine's movie.
Yeah, it would. It would.
It really would, yeah.
Yeah.
Box office wise, it was number 46 domestically and number 49 worldwide.
It did great. It did great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what do you mean?
But money.
Even really? I mean,
yeah.
I mean being number 46.
Well,
sure.
$20 million and almost a $200 million paycheck after that, or grossing.
Yeah, but it was like, wait, what? Yeah, it was like a $20 million budget.
Yeah, and then it made almost 200.
200 million?
Yeah.
Wow, it was number 46 at 200 million.
Yeah. Well, no, because the other ones were like at 400.
Oh, okay.
Like going, so.
In 2017, I think Endgame or something came out that year. Or
Yeah.
That's like,
Last Jedi.
Oh.
Beauty and the Beast, Wonder Woman, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, and Guardians of the Galaxy 2
Oh, okay. So,
are the top 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like we try not to focus on the budget thing, but I always think it's just really interesting to just look at, because it just shows how much this movie was actually circulated around and how many people went to go see it.
Well, a $20 million budget for what this is
It's
also
pretty good.
Impressive. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. For the amount of special effects and CG and everything, 20 million is not a big price tag for the amount, like just the opening sequence.
Yeah.
The underwater bit, like that alone was expensive, you know that.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh wow, you actually, with the set design and everything, like smart with money on this one.
Yeah. Well, it's like, other than the underwater sequences, there's really not a lot of need for special effects, because Amphibian Man is all costume, and then there was probably just touch-ups done for his special effects.
I'm kind of curious now. I'm gonna look something up real quick. Okay. Just how much do you think Hellboy 2 was? The budget.
45 million.
Double.
90 million.
85. Okay. And it grossed 168.
Yeah.
I was just curious because I was like,
that's a lot of special effects in that movie.
Because he also has like the whole world of monsters.
Yeah.
I was just curious. Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little more about Guillermo del Toro, director, writer of this. We have done him twice.
Yes.
Okay.
Mimic and Pinocchio.
There we go. Yeah. He won Best Director for this movie, and this movie also won Best Movie at the Oscars, which I forgot about.
Yes, which is also kind of weird for this genre.
This is a very strange movie, but I think the next year Parasite won.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, this is like a shift change in the Oscars of like movies that are winning Oscars.
Well, no, I think that's an unfair comparison, because you're talking about a sci-fi fantasy versus a thriller.
Well, yeah, but Parasite is such a movie that bends genres as well. And,
yeah, but I think also,
but Parasite is not a traditional movie you'd expect to win an Oscar. Less so than this one.
Well, I get that, but what I'm saying too is if you boil it down from just the theme, the genre itself, so thriller versus sci-fi is the weirder one, because sci-fi doesn't usually win Oscars.
I'm saying, like,
but I also don't know if we discussed this in the past, but the fact that Del Toro wrote The Hobbit now makes sense why The Hobbit's kind of is odd.
He wrote The Hobbit?
He's one of the screenplay writers for The Hobbit.
He was?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that actually checks out.
Was he supposed to direct it?
I
No.
don't know. I don't know anything. I
Aren't
don't know
Peter
anything.
Jackson friends?
I don't know anything about
That's
The Hobbit. Like, really.
I wonder if he just got a writing credit because he just like did like a scene or something.
Maybe.
Or, you know. Yeah, he's got coming out soon, Frankenstein. Del Toro's Frankenstein. Well, good. We'll see it. Calm down.
I know, but it's so perfect. It was so perfect.
Yeah. All right. Well, you were the one that came up with this idea. So
I didn't know this was coming out.
we have our co-writer on this, Vanessa Taylor, who I released the most recognizable stuff for me was the first Divergent movie, which I think is better than Hunger Games. And then some early Game of Thrones episodes and Alias, stuff like that. She doesn't have a lot of writing credits, but some like impactful stuff.
I wrote Divergent ...
Cool.
Because that's the only thing that really stood out to me.
Game of Thrones didn't stand out to you?
Not really. 3 episodes of Game of Thrones for a show that lasted 10 years. Not really. I don't know. It's like being like, yeah, they were right on Law and Order.
Okay. I'm just gonna let you have that one. For me, it was like Game of Thrones. Oh, which episodes did she write? And then, because if it's earlier season, a little more respect. If it's later season,
like Law and Order. How many movies did you see this year?
29.
I got 40.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's just at a time that you were binge watching a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, let's go into starring in this movie.
Okay. So, our lead is Sally Hawkins, who we did
recently.
Actually, yeah, Never Let Me Go.
Mm-hmm.
She's Willy Wonka's mom in Wonka with Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, is she?
And Bring Her Back, a new thriller horror movie that came out this year, I think, that I want to see. I added it to our watch list.
She's a character in a movie called Submarine that I want to rewatch.
I forgot to write her name.
Sally Hawkins?
No, her character name.
Oh, Elisa?
Elisa. Okay.
She's a really cute little goofy looking girl.
She has a crazy long torso.
Yeah, and she's a huge mouth. But
she was very impressive in this.
She's nominated for Best Actress.
Yeah. It was really.
This movie had like I want to say 9 nominations.
It was
at the
crazy.
Oscars. Yeah.
Yeah, and you could see it.
Oh yeah,
it's very apparent. It's kind of say what you want about it. It definitely feels like a labor of love.
100%.
You know,
100%.
You can't go into it and say that it's a cop out of a movie, because also I don't really. I've watched a lot of Del Toro, and he never really does seem like he's ever doing a cop out. I can't say anything about Pacific Rim because I've never seen them.
He would like Pacific Rim.
You keep telling me that, but I'm just not really in the kaiju mood right now.
Yeah,
and I haven't been for a while. Ever since the new Godzilla, and I turned it off like 20 minutes in.
That's fair.
I was like, this is stupid.
I mean, but Pacific Rim is like kaiju and Gundam.
Yeah. I'm not a big mech guy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. It's like,
I thought you were. I thought you are.
No.
Huh.
Like the only like anime I really liked the big mech wise was Big O.
That was dope.
That
was also inspired by Batman.
Yeah, it was just Batman with a mech suit. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, no, she was really great, and just the homework she did with like the silent film acting, and
yes.
that's why I was thinking of The Artist once I did the research. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's because we are channeling silent film acting.
Well, and I'll bring this up maybe a little bit later, but this movie is almost like a love letter to classic Hollywood films.
Yeah.
Too. Like it's an inversion in its own right, but this is definitely Del Toro's version. Like telling a classic Hollywood story.
Yeah. Well, and then also we, like when we were doing Mimic,
knowing that movie was ruined by
Harvey Scissorhands,
yeah.
And then Del Toro basically telling him to fuck off. I was like,
I love it.
Like this kind of new up and coming, really starting to get his momentum going in Hollywood, and he's like, you're not gonna be anything in this town, and then he became Del Toro, where it's like, yeah, he will.
Del Toro's like, yeah, you can go shove it.
You can shove it. Who'd you have next?
I got Doug Jones next.
Doug Jones, who plays our amphibian man. He's in Hellboy as the amphibian man.
As Abe Sapien.
As Abe Sapien.
Well, he's mostly known for doing highly physical roles.
Yeah, he's an Andy Serkis in a lot of ways. And Del Toro uses him a lot. He's in Pan's Labyrinth. He's in Hellboy. Like he's pretty much.
He's in Hocus Pocus.
Oh, he's Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's in Batman Returns.
And Batman Returns.
Yeah.
He's a clown.
He is.
Yeah, he's the one that gets blown up with the TNT.
Thin clown, yeah.
This is a fun game.
He's in Warriors of Virtue.
Well,
one of the kangaroos.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not as fun. What's another one? Do you have another one?
No, the last one I wrote down was Warriors of Virtue because we did that movie. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's right.
That's a fun game. What creature has Doug Jones played?
Oh wait, hold on a second. I got one more. What is it called? Legion. Paul Bettany.
Oh, the angel thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember that movie well enough.
Oh, he's the creature that comes out of the ice cream. There's the ice cream man that gets the raw.
Oh yeah. Cool. God, Doug Jones. That guy's cool.
Okay, but yeah, Doug Jones.
Have you still ever seen Crimson Peak?
I haven't.
Okay.
There's so much Del Toro that I need to watch. I haven't seen Nightmare Alley either.
I really want to watch that, but I just think Crimson Peak that movie is so quirky. Del Toro. It's really weird. It's a really weird horror movie. But anyways, and because you like Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, I got Michael Shannon next.
Okay, yeah, Michael Shannon, who we've done 3 times.
3?
Yeah. Bullet Train, Bug.
Oh fuck, Bullet Train. God damn it.
And Vanilla Sky.
What did you say? He's in Vanilla Sky?
Yeah. Oh, actually, 4 times.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the young guy in the party.
Yeah, he's got his quick little cameo, beginning of his career.
I totally remembered him in Vanilla Sky last night. I was thinking about it, and I can't remember.
Is he one of the while Tom Cruise is locked up, is he like one of the...
I can't remember now. I really can't. Shit.
I don't remember Michael Shannon in that movie. I mean, he's got to be like one of the security guards or something.
Yeah.
That would have to be it. That would be the only thing I can imagine him being in that movie.
Or he's at the party.
Just someone at the party?
Yeah, I can't remember now.
How does it... Anywho, but you saw it on the list?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But I also wrote Man of Steel, people just so people have like a knowing thing of him, you know.
Which is crazy. Like episode 70, 81, 179, and 118. He's just has been like sprinkled around.
But there's only 2 of those that we've done where he is like one of our main characters.
No, yeah, but it's just weird that we accidentally have done 5 movies now with 4. This is the 5th.
Wait, what were all of them then?
Bullet Train, Vanilla Sky, Bug, Groundhog Day.
Oh shit, okay.
So these are 5.
I forgot about Bullet Train again.
These are 5 Michael Shannon.
So and he is more of a main character in Bullet Train ish. He's a pivotal character.
Yeah.
And a great performance too. God, that movie's so fun.
It's just like
I want to watch it again.
And we've gotten to that. We've got him as lead, pivotal, and extra, just scattered around. Because even in Bad Boys 2, I forgot he was in that. He's got like a bit part in that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like the drug dealer.
He's like the clan member that they are like using as a...
Why do I have a vision of him in a Rastafarian wig?
I don't know. Who do you have next? Richard Jenkins?
I got Octavia Spencer next.
Okay.
Actually, but that's kind of interchangeable. But Octavia Spencer, we've done once I saw from Snowpiercer.
And she's in Bad Santa.
Is she in Bad Santa?
It's one of her credits.
Oh, I remember her now. Yeah. And then probably most known for like The Help and Hidden Figures. Maybe Ma.
Instant Family. She's one of the people that her and Taye Diggs.
I don't know if that's a thing that she would be like super known for.
I just because they're
you said it's Taye Diggs.
Yeah.
It's Ty.
Oh yeah, Ty. I always do that with her. What's her name?
Ty something. I don't. It's not Diggs.
Ty. No, I always do that.
Tig Notaro.
Tig Notaro. Thank you. Tig Notaro. I always do that. But her and
Tig completely different.
Her and Tig Notaro are really funny in that.
They are. No, they're great. Then yeah, Richard Jenkins, also nominated for Best Supporting Actor in this.
Nightmare Alley. He's in Nightmare Alley.
He's in Cabin in the Woods.
Yes, he is. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He's in Let Me In,
Which I did not see.
which I do want to watch sometime.
I need to give it a shot. And then my favorite role of his, Step Brothers. I just love at the very end of that movie when they're like, "Isn't there something you ever wanted to be?" And he's like, "I just always wanted to be a dinosaur." You're like, what? So good. And then a quick shout out. I mean, not a shout out, but like Michael Stahlberg, who plays our Russian spy, who we have done.
And what?
7 Psychopaths.
Is he one of the psychopaths?
No, I think he's one of the mob people. He's got a credited name, Tommy. So.
Cool. Like he works for what's his butt?
Yeah. He might be one of the guys like, put up your hands. No.
No, yeah.
Why not? I don't feel like it.
Oh, yeah. Let's go into reviews because I have a couple that I wanted to.
Yeah, definitely. We're ready. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly where we're going next. So
Do our scores.
All right. So IMDb. I just really want to point out that the last 3 movies we've done, this is the lowest IMDb rating. And they've all had like the same exact tomato meter rating. So this is 7.3 on IMDb. Ex Machina being the highest, being 7.7. 92% tomato meter rating, and both Ex Machina and American Fiction were like 92, 93. But this has the lowest popcorn reading at 73. Because I've noticed that. I mean, and also the next 2 movies will probably be up there. We've been doing a lot of movies that have been really critically up there.
Yeah. Well, like this has an 87, which comes to universal acclaim on Metacritic, with 49 positive, 3 mixed, and 1 negative.
Here's your negative.
I know.
You like that negative.
I love it. And then I did a little deep dive on that dude.
Oh, is that the dude?
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, you fucking. So I have a few, like I said, but I just feel like, okay. With 100, the Seattle Times by Maura McDonald. In other hands, this story could have been lurid and silly. Here, though, through Hawkins' ever-dancing eyes, it's poetry. Some performances don't need words.
I read that review when it came out, actually. I remembered that.
I picked that one because I really liked...
that Hawkins, like, that dances with her eyes. Yeah. And that's so true.
Another... Here, I like this one by Ollie Richards at Empire, who also gave it 100. Describe it, and this sounds completely weird and a bit creepy, like some extremely niche fetish porn with a budget. Watch it, and it's magical. Fantastic in all senses. It's the biggest risk of Del Toro's career, and it could not have paid off more. Because it is. It is a movie that is really hard to...
wrap your head around.
Well, to explain to someone what it's about.
A woman fucks a fish.
Yeah, because even when we were talking about that we were gonna watch it, and she's like, "Oh, I want to see that." I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna tell you shit about it then."
Yeah.
Like I feel like this is one of those movies that's better to just kind of go in as blank as possible.
Maybe show a trailer or something, if anything, because a trailer would do a better job just kind of showing imagery.
Yeah, and that's all I told her. I was like, "It's a very pretty movie."
Yeah, because one of the things that I kept thinking about was this. Okay, so I forget what the name of the show is, but it was like this like weird, it was like called like Positive Sex or something like that. And each episode would be them like diving deep into like a weird like fetish niche type thing. And this whole thing was about women who write romance novels or stories where they're being having sex with like actual beasts, like a lion man or
werewolf.
Yeah, werewolf type thing. And that's all I could think about the second time through. I'm just like, this, like, he wrote a weird, like, monster romance novel.
He did.
And he did.
There's more to it than that.
Oh, so much more to it.
Well, I just think that when this movie did come out, that's kind of became, maybe that was just here too, like in this country.
No, that's kind of the stigma it got around the world.
Okay, well, but I'm gonna say
what I gathered
from my from my perspective of being an American and living here, And that time, that's what it kind of boiled down to, of people being like, well, it's just a movie about a woman fucking a fish. And you're like, no. There's actually a lot baked in there.
More. Yeah. Yeah.
That does happen.
It does.
But there is more to it than that.
And everybody just seems to be okay with it too.
Yeah. Everyone's really okay with a lot of stuff that happens in this movie. That's the fantasy element.
Yeah.
For mixed with a 60, David Edelston at the New York Magazine (Vulture), and this is one I kind of agree with. It is an utterly lovely, complacent movie, too comfortable with itself to generate real dramatic tension. And I went, I think that's how I feel about it, because of the fact there is never really a moment of, are they going to get out of this to me? Because of the fairy tale aspect, and it's not going a dark Brothers Grimm way. It's going in it's gonna work out.
There is a sense of fear that comes over when Michael Shannon's character, what's his name?
Strickland,
right, starts losing all of his control, and when he figures out what has happened. Mm-hmm. That's the only time I truly actually start to fear for my main characters.
Yeah.
And it is really late in the game.
It's very late. All right. And then the infamous Rex Reed with a 25 at Observer.
No Ebert? Did you read an Ebert?
He's dead.
Good call.
I do wish that this is one of those I wish he was alive, because I would be very curious.
Yeah.
He has been dead now for 6 years.
Well, this came out before he passed away, but
no, he didn't. He died in 2011.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant 6 years from. I thought
no. Yeah, he would have been dead for 6 years at this point. Rex Reed wrote, "The more I try to find some kind of justifiable meaning and relevance, the more I find The Shape of Water a loopy, lunk-headed load of drivel. Not as stupid and pointless as that other critically overrated piece of junk, Get Out, but determined to go down trying. I call this one Maudie meets the creature from the Black Lagoon."
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This person definitely does not like the disenfranchised. Wow.
Well, then also, I was reading from the Wikipedia page and then went and found the article. And he originally had called Guillermo Benicio del Toro and called Benicio del Toro a Spanish director. Benicio Toro is not Spanish or Mexican.
No.
Guillermo is Mexican.
What is Benicio del Toro's?
I think it said he was Guatemala. What, I don't know.
We've done it before, so we should know this.
I don't remember.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, it's not a big, yeah. But anywho, this...
Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican.
That's right, yeah. It really sounds like this critic should not actually have a job.
But that's also not... I looked, there's a few
that he's done that with
that has just kind of fucked up a little bit.
Like a few critics or
his reviews have been completely like wrong. He has said like, which happens. He
watched the wrong fucking. He just watched a different movie.
Yeah.
Or he
watched the fetish porn. This isn't The Shape of Water. This is a different shape of water. This is The Shape of Cock.
Fish cock.
Fish cock.
Wait, what does she do? What does she do?
Yeah, she. Yeah, to call Get Out an overrated piece of junk, that's kind of wild. I could see someone going, I found Get Out to be overrated. Sure, whatever. Piece of junk, it is not.
No, not at all.
No, you could say it's overrated, sure, because it's not really your cup of tea. Or
well, it is interesting that he would immediately compare, because Get Out was the same year as this, and I think they were both nominated for Best Original Screenplay or something.
Get Out is that old?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel that long ago.
And specifically about two movies that are heavy in themes of disenfranchised people. Mm-hmm. Like, that's wild. That he just like exposed himself.
That's when we were sitting there. I went, I'm gonna go ahead and look at his Wikipedia and see if he's got any skeletons in that closet. Yeah. I mean, he's 86 now, so.
I mean, so he was 80 when he reviewed this movie, or 70 something. Mm-hmm. Anywho, that's interesting. You
You do just get too old, I think.
To just be able to be as open-minded.
Mm-hmm. I think that's just probably it.
And old dogs, can't
teach
an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like what I always kind of saw the metaphor that Del Toro, or I always did see the metaphor to say that Del Toro was, trying to bring the humanity into the monster and bring the monster into the human,
Yeah, he does that a lot though.
Yeah, exactly. That's his like go-to thing.
Yeah.
But this time around, the building of everyone that has banded together is in the disenfranchised,
Well,
like,
whether it be a queer person, a person of color, the mute,
or
I guess she'd be the handicapped.
Yeah, disabled. Yeah.
Yeah, disabled.
Which apparently I read that a huge amount of like
people had a problem with that.
They found it kind of ableist, saying like the metaphor is that, oh well, a person that is disabled can't live in society and must be removed with the monster type,
or
thing.
only find love with a monster thing.
Yeah,
I thought that. I mean, to each their own.
I mean, if you're feeling that way because of your experiences, that's totally fine. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna invalidate your feelings.
I don't see it that way from my point of view.
No.
That's not what the story is saying to me.
Not, and I don't think that's what Del Toro was saying as well. That
would feel weird.
Del Toro was trying, and it succeeded. He was telling a story of the rise of the disenfranchised against the white man in power.
Well, and then also
exposing the sense of the white man in power being just so gross.
Well, that's an extra layer of it too. But it's also like his Del Toro's MO is really showing that the monster is man.
Mm-hmm. Or the humanity inside of the monster.
Yeah, well, yeah, or that. But it's like everything, a bunch of his movies, when they start getting down to the crunch time, the last, 30 minutes of it.
Yeah.
The Devil's Backbone, Pan's Labyrinth, it is the true monster that exposes itself is usually literally a man in power. Mm-hmm. And some kind of power position that ends up being the more of the problem in the story.
Yeah.
So that is very much his cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's go through some like character arcs here, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we have Elisa, who, well, I love the setup of everything, because the apartment she lives in you can describe as quirky and cute, but it is definitely run down old, and she is surrounded by all of this kind of decay. Mm-hmm. Or what would be a better way to describe it? Because everything feels like it's rotting, like wet rotting.
Yeah, rot.
Yeah. But she's just a very just kind of like bouncy, happy person in her own right. And truly, like, there's like an Amelie feel to her.
I did see some comparisons with that.
Well, the director of Amelie was like, "You stole my character," or something. Yeah, it's also wild how many like different people tried to say that Del Toro plagiarized their shit.
It makes you start wondering.
It's like, dude, like,
did he?
Man, I mean, you won them all, but like, he's like, it's all a coincidence. So look, it's
a lot of coincidence.
I have a puppet. It's called Pinocchio.
I created the puppet.
They call me Geppetto.
I like puppets. Welcome to my show.
But yeah.
A lot of accusations of some form of plagiarism from multiple different sources, all of which, I mean,
there's two of them where I'm like,
two of them the court said knock it off. One of them said, okay, we watched this. You're right. This has nothing to do with ours. But
yeah,
the law got involved in two of them.
Yeah. So we got Elisa, and she. It's interesting. Is like you never really get this feeling of her actually being alone or lonely, because she is like she's living a comfortable life with her. She has her best friend at work. She has her best friend Giles at home. And like they have their own little like world that they live in, watching like old classic, Hollywood musicals and stuff. Giles is kind of the one that has like the most broken character.
Yeah.
Besides, I guess, Amphibian Man.
Yeah. I mean, I would say so. I mean, mainly because of the living life in secrecy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Being a queer man.
Mm-hmm. What's interesting is I never, again, like the first time watching it, I obviously picked up on it at some point because it's very...
They make sure that you do.
Yeah. But I never really, it didn't register fully, like 100%.
I didn't remember that at all. I actually didn't even remember his character very much.
Neither did I, and he's a very important character.
I didn't really remember him until the second. I mean, the one that always stood out to me is Michael Shannon. Because he's a villain.
Yeah.
I like the villains. And
he does such a great job playing a villain, especially in this.
Well, and then the representation of his kind of turning with the fingers going...
Rotting
away, and that's kind of... Which also, I feel like physically could very much be part of the reason that he's going crazy.
And then as he slowly has his power taken away from him, the more of a monster he becomes. Like finally when the general... He's like, you will be nothing. You will be undone. You will be sent into another universe. And you will not exist here anymore.
Yeah.
And then he's like, fucking get it done! But also, a thing I want to kind of point out is like in this like comparison of like from the creature from the creature from the Black Lagoon to this movie. You have in Creature from the Black Lagoon, it all takes place in the Amazon forest. And yes, Amphibian Man was taken from the Amazon forest. And the story of that is more of Gilman, the creature, is, yes, attacking and killing people, but it's doing it out of protection of its territory.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, in, the 50s, they're going to make the monster, actually. And it is attacked by, there's two scientists that are like kind of like trying to, there's the good scientist who's like, I want to find it and discover it and learn from it. And the other scientist is like, I want to kill it and dissect it, which is, we got that parallel of Hofstadter and Strickland in this as well. And the movie ends with Gilman capturing the woman kind of to be more of like a damsel in distress type thing. Like it in that time, it's like the creature just sees her and he's like, infatuated by pretty woman, but it's a Gilman and can't say anything. And when he kidnaps her and takes her to her cave, and then he's found and shot and killed, and that's the end of the story. This is Del Toro. Del Toro wanted to he went to studios being like, I want to make the Creature from Black Lagoon, remake it, but I want to tell it from the aspect of
almost the creature's perspective.
Not only the creature's perspective, but what if the love story between the creature and the woman actually blossomed? Mm-hmm. And studios were like, you're fucking nuts. No.
Have you met my puppet?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you say now?
I didn't get to read where he got the green light, but obviously he got the green light. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, was this his own studio?
I didn't read that. I
was just asking it, out of curiosity.
Does he even have his own studio? He must.
I would say he has to.
There has to, right?
Maybe he created his own studio for this, and then boom.
There's a list of his favorite films.
Nice. But so this comparison of the two, like, it's more of like a love letter to an idea of the creature from the Black Lagoon and his love for monsters, and the way that he turns Strickland into the monster. And then again, I'm just kind of like, wrapping around what we've already said, because I wanted to talk about Liza's character arc and I forgot about that. But it's integral because, like, since she's so happy-go-lucky through it all, it's kind of like an invert. When you take the fairy tale and you inverse it, the Amphibian Man is the damsel in distress, and she's like the prince, the hero.
Yeah.
And so she's trying to save Rapunzel from the castle, from the top of the tower type thing.
Well, and then What are we at?
45. We got time.
Okay. Well, no, I don't want to bring that up yet.
Like, well, I mean, I would say in about 5 minutes we should like give our score.
Well, I was gonna say I think that also so. Del Toro's always done the fantasy, the fairy tale thing, Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, and I never really kind of put that together in another way. I never really thought of this as a fairy tale until this time as well.
Hellboy 2.
I've never seen Hellboy 2.
Oh, that's very fairy tale because we start getting into the whole elf kingdom world lore and the bad guy is like a wooden elfin prince.
Would you consider a fairy tale or would you consider that just fantasy? Because I feel like there's a very big difference.
Because it's Del Toro, it's both.
Okay.
Because of just the way he tells and the worlds that he builds has they're fantasy, but it has this fairy tale element to it. So there are moments where it's very fairy tale and there are moments where it's very fantasy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even with this and like even getting to the ending, you know, we have this whole arc with her having happening to have these origin unknown scars on her neck that look like gills.
Yeah.
And then Strickland mentions that they cut her vocal cords when she was a baby.
Yeah.
No real explanation. You just kind of go, okay.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as everyone just accepts the thing as the thing because it's a fairy tale. Mm-hmm. Giles' cat's head is eaten by the creature. He gets over it real fucking quick.
He's just like, it's an animal. He's an animal too. I get it.
I have more cats. It's fine. That's kind of how the way I took it because then he's playing with the cats. He's like, no, don't play with the cats.
Stop playing with the cats. No.
You know, and then there's the whole thing, and Zelda is just like, oh, okay.
Oh my!
And it's just like, okay, a man's a man, never trust him.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And you just like, there's this level of acceptance with everything that you just kind of go with. But the point I'm getting at is, you know, that we have these scars here, and then at the end of them, we have our narration of Giles, and we're now in the beginning of the movie, we are being told the story from Giles' perspective. He's our narrator. The end of the movie comes around.
That's true, yeah.
The shooting happens, and then they jump in the water, and then that whole scene of them in the water and her scars turning into gills, that is just what Giles hopes to happen. She very well died, very possibly. He very well died, possibly. The creature.
Like trying to swim back to the Amazon?
He got shot and he died.
But no, okay. If we're talking about from like perspective of Giles, I mean, I guess unreliable narrator thing, sure. But if we're talking about if it's where it's Giles telling what he saw the creature heal itself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But what I'm just saying is it's all very fairy tale, and then it's like it was just really well done in the sense because you forget that you're being told a story until the moment that he jumps in the water.
Yeah.
And then the narration starts again, and then you realize because now you've met Giles, you met what kind of person he is and who his relation to the story was. So. And it's the only way that he can really he himself has created it into a happy ending. Yeah. Because he needs it to be a happy ending. Because he is a sad, very lonely person. His best friend was just murdered. Mm-hmm. Because from what we saw, like from, up until that point, is that she was murdered. Yeah. And it's just kind of a cool way. I thought it was just kind of a cool way to end it, which is only weird because I usually kind of hate that shit. But I think that this was like the inception that fuck that.
But it's because it's the fairy tale.
Because it's the fairy tale, and it is very much. Without saying, it's admitting that our narrator is unreliable without spoon feeding us, telling us that. It's just, he is just unreliable because he's a human and because of his experiences, and what he wants to believe is that she had been part fish creature this whole time. And all it took was a shot to the stomach and jumping into the river to awaken her mermaid powers. Yeah. And that's kind of like...
I mean, there is this like question of like, what is this amphibian man? He's been worshipped as a god. And then all of a sudden we start to see that he has these magical powers, actually. He's healing, rejuvenated.
Yeah, but which isn't really magical. It's
how is it not magical?
Because he's a fish creature. He just genetically has the ability to.
No, he heals Giles.
Yeah.
He heals Giles.
I don't think it's magic. I think he's just it's like
He's secreting stuff to help hairs grow back.
Is Wolverine a magical creature?
Wolverine is a mutant. This is a different thing.
This thing's a mutant. What do you mean?
Wolverine can't give his healing powers to another person.
No, you're right. Only Rogue can.
No, Rogue will take it and kill you.
My point is and stands that I don't think it's a magical creature. It is just another creature that we had just discovered. This creature's been there. We don't even know if there's probably more of them.
Yeah.
We assume the thing is alone. Yeah, because we completely ripped it out of its environment.
And then Giles has this conversation of like, I am alone. Are you alone? Yeah.
So
again, not Giles projecting.
Yeah, like him trying to find some kind of common ground with this unknown thing. And that's kind of the part of it too, is that because all of our main heroes are, especially at this time, 1962, I think it is.
Yes, Baltimore.
Yeah.
They are the outsiders.
It's the 1962s. Every main character that is the hero in this is a disenfranchised. We have a person of color, we have a gay person, and we have a mute.
And we have the amphibian being the reflection of the
and
loneliness and
the
persecution they go
So even
through.
like Giles is a perfect example. He's looking for something in this person, in this entity.
The reflection.
To make a connection with. And then you have Strickland, who is the white man in power that is going to destroy anything different.
Yeah.
And that's when people are like, oh, it's a movie about a woman fucking a fish. You're like, not really.
It's so much more complicated than that.
There's a lot, because even then Giles, and that's what's kind of like really nice about it is even then there's just little key moments that really aren't anything but then speak volumes. They're sitting there watching TV and there's a news report about the civil rights movement.
Yeah. And he's like, turn that off. I don't want to see
Yeah.
that.
People are getting sprayed down with hoses and he's like, turn that off. He's turning a blind eye. He doesn't want to, even though he is someone that is also disenfranchised for being gay, he's like, he's hiding from it. He's shunning it away. He can't deal with it. And
then he ends up standing up for that couple in the pie bar.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't have to talk to them that way.
Yeah. So it's like just showing that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
That I think people kind of were too and I get it because the fish fucking is distracting, but I think they were too distracted by that. This weird and what's weird about it is that this story is not that uncommon, like you were saying about
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. The only thing that the reason it's distracting is this pretty explicitly told you that they fucked.
Yeah. Well,
what do you think Beauty and the Beast did? You know what I mean? Like they didn't explicitly say it, but you could make an argument that they did.
Here comes the lipstick.
So it's like, what's the fucking issue? Like, there's so many stories about human and beast-like creature.
Yeah.
It's because it's a fish. This is fish prejudice.
Because it's an amphibian.
Fish prejudice.
If it was a mammal, it'd be a different story.
Don't trust water. The fish shit in it. Don't touch the stuff.
On top of all of that fairy tale stuff, I do just want to before we do a rating, like that classic Hollywood feel. It's like, because a lot of classic Hollywood is based off of like its structure is a fairy tale structure. They ride off into the sunset and live happily ever after.
Well, I kept meaning to look it up, but even that movie too that they're watching in the theater the whole time.
Well, there's a couple different ones that they're watching.
No, they're only watching the one in the theater.
Oh, in the theater. Sorry, I thought you were talking about
the one they live above.
Oh yeah, I meant to look that up too.
But it's also that it's that era of the classic Hollywood, but it's an Egyptian story. It's nothing but it's obviously because of the time period. It's nothing but white actors playing these Egyptian characters.
Yes,
that felt very on purpose. That felt very
look what's playing in Hollywood.
Yeah, like look, this is the era we're talking about.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's just there's all these little things that are just in there to kind of create this little through line, but it's not really rubbing you and shaking you about it. It's just kind of subtly in the context of the conversations and the things on the television.
One last little thought, and just maybe to chew on, is the moral monster of Strickland.
Yeah. And
our opposite side of the non-moral monster, the Russian spy.
Well, that was fun too. That was fun, turning it on its head.
Yeah.
The Ruskies, you know, the red, they're coming for you.
And the Russian is trying to save the
like is even like fuck my own government because they also want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I am a scientist.
Yeah.
I do not believe this thing should be killed. I think that's a huge mistake. Cool, take it. I don't care. Just make sure it lives. That's all I care about because I am a scientist at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that was cool too because that's also turning on its head, especially in the 60s, you know, the Red Scare and Better Dead Than Red and blah 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 blah.
50s. Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
They were at the tail end.
Yeah, we're in the Cold War, you know, and that's what we're having this giant pissing contest with Russia, trying to do anything. And that's actually a line I loved is the general saying that whole like play by play of how that went down. He's like, the Ruskies put a dog in space and we laughed. And then they put a man in space and we laughed. And now there are missiles in Cuba. So basically being like, we're not going to laugh anymore because they are making moves is basically what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I thought that was just a great, like quick little, like, we weren't taking them seriously. We're taking them seriously now.
Yeah. And we got to do it at all measures.
And every measure.
And then even like his Russian handler is like, you got to kill the creature because this isn't about like getting ahead of the Americans. It's making sure the Americans can't get ahead of us.
Yeah. It's making sure the Americans don't learn.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we care about. We are willing to destroy anything to just make sure that they don't get it first. We'll
find it another way.
Yeah. Like, okay, we'll try the next thing. It's just crazy. And that's what I mean about it. There's all these just little pieces, you know, that just create this really, it's very fairy tale, but it's cool.
It's well constructed.
Yeah, it's very well constructed, but it's fucking Del Toro.
Exactly.
Like, the dude just makes good movies. Like even then, like Hellboy, people really shit on the second Hellboy, and I would say it's not as good as the first one, but he creates such fun worlds to be a part of, and has such a fingerprint, you know, and such a thumbprint on what he does, and he just does and that's what it is. I think that. For everything I've seen of his, which is a lot, everything I've seen of his that he's directed and had some kind of hand in writing, especially, you can tell there's a level of love to it. He really likes the craft and really loves doing it. And it's almost like he makes it as like a little gift. He's a little quirky, like, look, I made this.
Look at my puppet.
Look at my puppet. You know, and it's just, and he's just so happy to show you the thing he made.
Yeah. His glasses.
Yeah, look what I made. You may not like it, but I made it. And you're like,
no, you don't like?
Good for you, man.
It's
It's cool.
Enjoy.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Not my thing. No, you can keep it. You can keep it.
Oh,
but it's cool. No, it's cool. You can keep it though. Keep it. I don't want it.
I'll give it to them.
Yeah, you give it to them. You know? And that's just what it feels like with all of his, like a lot of his movies. Because like, and I was thinking about it too when we were watching it. He's really funny, like Pinocchio. Like when we did Pinocchio and his Mussolini character.
Oh yeah.
Was fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Mussolini was really funny, which is a weird statement.
And but then his whole allegory of using Pinocchio as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, like
what the fuck?
He's a quirky ass dude, man. He makes weird shit.
All right, what do you give it?
4.5.
I was gonna say 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Because there is honestly, from everything we just said, it just has a little bit of a weird pacing. That's it.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong really with the story.
I mean, you got to eat the carrot on how everyone's just kind of like all happy-go-lucky.
I'm sorry, mine even isn't the fish fucking. Mine is that Giles' cat's head is eaten in front of him.
I was just saying the happy-go-lucky about everything that happens.
Yeah.
Not just the fish fucking, but yeah, the cat getting eaten.
Like everything that everyone's just kind of cool.
Yeah.
The fact that Strickland is dead fingers. And he works at a science facility.
And it's finally towards the end that someone's like, I think it might be your fingers rotting that smells bad.
Yeah, it's like there's scientists all around you. They can't tell two dead fingers stuck to your hand.
I'd be scared to fucking talk to him, honestly.
Well, but now it's a fucking biohazard. We work at a high-tech research facility. There's a lot of shit that we can't have your dead tissue touching. Get rid of them.
Or even, the way that his whole relationship with his wife too is really gross too.
Yeah, that is also another
the representation of the moral monster inside.
Well, I was going to say also disenfranchised.
Oh yeah.
Granted, yes, they are white, but white housewives in that period that didn't have a voice, that were just told to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Make dinner, be quiet. And even when they're having the sex scene and he just wants to, that was very, very much a representation of.
Oh yeah, and then that was also there was also the correlation of him clearly having that infatuation with Eliza because she will be silent.
Yeah, quiet, but that's the thing.
I bet you I can make you squawk.
Yeah, that's the obedient woman thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, granted, that's not a huge point that this
you will be seen and not heard.
That's not a huge point in this particular movie, but it is another building block of disenfranchisement.
Well, and it's a building block of he lays it on thick of just how much of a monster Strickland really is, and I don't say, and it's not even too thick. It's just a lot.
No.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say 4 or 5.
Sure. I'm cool with that. That works with me. Because really, the only really issue can see is the pacing thing. And it wasn't even like bad pacing. It was weird pacing.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like, because usually when I feel like when we say bad pacing, it's like, when is this going to end? Or like or like we needed 15 more minutes to really explore this beat or whatever. This is just kind of like, I don't know. And then,
honestly, a weird thing is I wonder if you were to just make Hofstadter just a sympathetic scientist and take out the whole Russian thing, if that would help streamline a little bit of the story.
I feel like that would be a detriment, though. I think that's a very important thing to bring about in the 60s.
I do as well, but it just, for what the story is.
It's not necessary, but I think it just creates
It is the
layer.
It is the one kind of loose end that looks nice. What? The fuck? Oh, yeah.
He fish hooks him.
Yeah. Nice.
What are we doing next week?
Let me check, because it's one of two things. I think
Invisible Man.
Yes. Elizabeth Moss. Invisible Man.
Let's do also our connection. Let's see. Who we got? Weird. No. Al Pacino to Robert De Niro.
Heat.
Dwayne Johnson to Jennifer Lawrence.
Sure.
That sounds fun. Okay, yeah. So join us next week. Our 2 connection stars will be Dwayne Johnson to Jennifer Lawrence. And then we will be reviewing 2020
something.
We will be reviewing Invisible Man.
2000XX.
Yeah, with Elizabeth Moss.
Mm-hmm. I've only seen trailers.
I only saw it one time.
But I know it's about gaslighting.
That one is about domestic violence.
Well, okay. Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting watch.
All right.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. On there are promos. And then on those promos are our link tree where you can find anywhere you like to listen. Spotify. Mm-hmm. We do have cameras for YouTube, Apple, blah, 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 blah. That's everything. This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is Tommy Jacob's Mixtape.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.